I'm honored, and we're excited here at Judicial Watch to have played a role in telling Americans, even though it was an unplanned role, I didn't know he was going to post that Trump aims to maintain and keep his campaign promise and reverse the Biden invasion. The other big news that was really national news and international news was sparked by a social media post by me. And President Trump saw it and retruthed it on Truth Social. Here, I talk about it. Well, here's the social media post. Let's go right here. I posted it on November 8th, and I wrote, "Good news. Reports are the incoming Donald Trump administration prepared to declare a national emergency and will use military assets to reverse the Biden invasion through a mass deportation program." And he retruthed it on Truth Social and said "true," 3 exclamation points. So that November 18th Truth post by President Trump created a media firestorm because they're not used to politicians promising or keeping their campaign promises. There's nothing new in that Truth post that I put out there. In fact, it was based on a media report that essentially said what I reported. I read it in the Wall Street Journal, and the Journal was trying to characterize it as something negative, and I just characterized it in a more positive way because I think most Americans agree with my characterization. And so the national media picked up on it, obviously, because he's the president, and so did international media. And I think we have a little compilation of just how much news my innocent post garnered.
Well, today we learned a little bit more about how this is going to happen, and liberals acting totally stunned. It involves using the military. Trump made this known via a Truth Social post. Here's what happened today. He reposted a post from Tom Fitton, the president of the conservative group Judicial Watch. Here it is. Fitton, you can see, wrote, "Good news. Reports are incoming at Real Donald Trump. His administration is prepared to declare a national emergency and will use military assets to reverse the Biden invasion through a mass deportation program." And then you can see President-elect Trump. He commented on it. True.
Back on November 8th, a member of the conservative group Judicial Watch wrote on social media that Trump is reportedly planning on declaring a national emergency and using military assets to carry out mass deportations. Now, Trump shared the post this morning and responded, quote, "True."
President-elect Trump confirms on social media today that he plans to declare a national emergency over immigration and use military assets for mass deportations. On his Truth Social platform, Trump wrote "true" in his retweet of a November 8th post from Tom Fitton, the head of the conservative foundation Judicial Watch.
So big news. And it ought to be unsurprising that the military would be used in some fashion to reverse an invasion by foreign nationals enabled by President Biden and his appointees. And the plan is, according to press reports, and Tom Homan further explained it afterwards in response to President Trump's repost of my Truth Social post, is that the military has assets here in the United States that can be used in terms of providing administrative support, personnel, space, meaning places to put people who are in line to be deported. Completely in my view, uncontroversial use of our national security apparatus to defend our national security. And you don't think it's a national emergency, left media? Well, the American people dare to differ with you, and that's why they put Trump in office. So I'm honored, and we're excited here at Judicial Watch to have played a role in telling Americans, even though it was an unplanned role, I didn't know he was going to post that Trump aims to maintain and keep his campaign promise and reverse the Biden invasion. If you're here illegally, you got to go home. No cuts. I don't know what is controversial about that. And, you know, the left at least is honest about what their plan is. They want to provide amnesty and citizenship, and accorded with citizenship, obviously, are voting rights to every illegal alien here in the United States. And there's a certain logic to it, because if they're here, they just can't remain here illegally. You have to do something. You either legalize them or send them home. I mean, and the idea that we would keep tens of millions of people here who are not supposed to be here and just let them stay, of course they're eventually going to get amnesty. That's why the left wants them to stay. So you got to get them home. And I tell you, and I talked about this previously on our weekly updates here, for the leftist mayors and governors to say they're going to get in the way and obstruct justice and obstruct the removal of illegal aliens, that's unlawful, what they're proposing. And I hope law enforcement comes down on them like a ton of bricks, if indeed they pursue this insurrectionist type activity. It's really treacherous. You're going to side with foreign nationals illegally here that threaten our national security, public safety, you name it, contrary to federal law, the law of the land. And I hope it's all just bluster, because every citizen deserves to be safe. I mean, the Riley case was just adjudicated this week. That guy, the murderer of that young girl, was here essentially and fully funded by the Biden administration. Rather than helping illegal aliens stay here and murder and rape innocent Americans, the federal government should enforce federal law and remove them. It's a simple campaign promise, and I hope Trump does it, and I'm glad that we were able to provide a vehicle for him to further confirm he's going to keep his campaign promise. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like our video down below.